Well, hey there, honey buns. Welcome back to 6 Degrees of Literature with your hostess, JoJo. I've washed ashore from this book, Wild Dark Shore, asking myself, was all of that really necessary? And the answer is most definitely yes. Now, this story starts out with a woman drowning and somehow gets more stressful from there. We've got a remote island, one lonely family, and a mysterious half-dead woman who shows up and now everybody's responsible for it. Under all the waves and weather, though, the book is really about people desperately trying to hold on to each other while the world is falling apart around them. You've got grief, guilt, secrets, and the ocean itself acting like it's got an agenda. And I'm sitting there on the couch saying, why yes, let's explore intergenerational trauma and ecological collapse. I didn't need emotional stability this week anyway. But here's the part that matters for our 6 Degrees game. Wild Dark Shore is obsessed with what happens when the land, the climate, the very ground under your feet stops holding you. What do you do when the place that was supposed to sustain you starts killing you? Do you cling harder? Do you run? Do you sacrifice other people just to keep treading water? Now, I might be dramatic, but literature has me beat because the next step is taking those questions and cranking them all the way to Dust Bowl level. The Grapes of Wrath. We're trading in icy waves and remote islands for dry fields, foreclosure notices, and one very angry John Steinbeck. In Wild Dark Shore, the environment is hostile, but in The Grapes of Wrath, the environment and the economy team up like a villain duo. Both books ask, when the world that used to feed you starts killing you, who do you become? Do you turn inward and protect only your own circle? Or do you widen the circle and say, if we're going down together, but we're also going to fight? John Steinbeck, bless his bleak little heart, he drags us from personal survival into collective injustice. Wild Dark Shore says, here's a broken family on a sinking island. Grapes of Wrath says, scoot over, we're bringing a whole migration of families in a busted truck. If Wild Dark Shore is about surviving and isolation, The Grapes of Wrath is about what happens when people realize that isolation is how they're being crushed in the first place. Now, I've got a question for you. When the world stops holding you, what do you take with you, and what do you leave behind? Today we're going to find out, because I have a challenge for you. All right, the sea is rising, or the dust is blowing, or the bank just dropped off a little note that basically says, kindly vacate your entire life by Tuesday. You've got one bag, not a U-Haul, not a caravan, not 2 trucks and your cousin's pickup. One bag, and you've got to pack your life. That's your challenge. Pack your life in one bag. You're going to choose 5 items to pack in your bag. They must include one practical survival item, something that would actually keep you alive or safe. One sentimental object that keeps your heart from crumbling. And one book. And you have to tell us why that book. The other 2 items, they can be as practical, emotional, weird, or symbolic as you want. And you also have to give us a backstory. What happened to your home, and why are you leaving now? Here's how you can join. You make a video where you show your 5 items and explain each one in a couple of sentences. Or you can post a picture of your bag's layout with your list and your backstory. And when you post on social media, I want you to hashtag #PackYourLifeChallenge. In Wild Dark Shore, in Grapes of Wrath, and in so many stories like them, characters don't just lose homes. They lose the places that shaped who they are. And when you got one bag, what you choose to carry says as much about your soul as about your situation. The first 5 participants will get a custom bookmark set made personally for you by yours truly, and get a personal shout out on a future video. Now go pack your bags, and I'll see you next time.